a great story. Carlberg, though there's no one that can come back, can make a you can make a brand new start. Anyone can start now and have a brand new ending. I want to express my great appreciation to Honor Bridge and the Tree of Life celebration. Their dedication, their commitment, and also for both the donors, their families, and the recipient. My journey in life was one that I never expected. 16 years old, I was so excited, filled with enthusiasm, going to the DMV to get my driver's license. And I'm sitting in front of the agent, and she asked me the question, would you like to be an organ donor? Without hesitation, I said yes. Not knowing that decision would impact so many lives, many people that I may not ever meet, but could change their life forever. I was the owner of a landscape business, very successful landscape business. In 2015, I was so enthusiastic about it, enjoying life. I was at one of my customers' homes, spraying pine needles. I had grabbed the 2 bales, as I normally did, sprayed them. And I turned around, and I was out walking back to my truck. All of a sudden, I grabbed my chest with this intense pressure, wondering what had happened. So I rest for a few minutes, regained my composure, and tried it again. After getting 2 more bales of pine needles, I came back and spread those, and it happened again. I decided that I would go home to rest, to start again the next day. When I woke up on Wednesday morning, still feeling lethargic, struggling, lifeless. I called my doctor's office, spoke with the nurse. She set me an appointment for 4 o'clock. I arrived at the doctor's office, they did an EKG. Dr. Dalton read the report and said, Sherman, you're having problems with your heart. I said, okay, I'll get dressed. He says, no, you're not going to drive. You're going to go in an ambulance. So 30 minutes later, after I had arrived, I'm strapped down to a gurney in the back of an ambulance, heading off to the hospital. And if you've ever ridden in an ambulance, you know it's pretty expensive. So I was talking to the attendant respectfully. I said, hey, listen, tell him to turn on the lights and the sirens since I'm paying for this ride. After getting there, and they did the diagnosis, they found out that I had congestive heart failure. For the next 23 months, it was the most grueling time of my life. I was struggling. I was swelling throughout my entire body because the fluid was not leaving my body. So at nighttime, I would have to sleep on 3 pillows in order to feel like I wasn't choking during the night. I was by myself. So every couple of hours, I was waking up, afraid of dying. After a period of time, the cardiologist said, Sherman, we're going to have to transfer you to a more advanced hospital because your condition is more than we can handle. So in January of 2017, I was transferred to Atrium Wake Forest Health Baptist. It was Baptist at that time, so I'm getting used to staying the other part of that. But I was transferred to the hospital. And I was greeted by this great team, the heart team. These individuals took me in, and they reassured me they could help me through this journey. After going through and running additional tests, I remember Dr. Howell walking into my room. My family was there with me. He sat on the edge of my bed. He said, "Mr. Transu, you are a very sick man. Your ejection fraction, which is your heart pressure, is only at 15%. You got a 50-50 chance to live. And if you don't get a heart by the end of the year, you may not see it." Oh, no. So at this moment, I went dark, spiraling out of control, thinking, this was not my plan. I don't want to die. All I can do, 4 walls, is begin to pray. God, I don't want to die. I want a heart. I want to be able to rise up, to travel, to speak to people in this world, to let them know how great you are. Given this opportunity, I would do that, willing to surrender. Through that prayer, I also said, God, I want to run a marathon. I have no idea where it came from. I played baseball and football in school, but running a marathon, never. They ended up having to put in what we call a mechanic heart. It's a left ventricle assistance device that I had 2 batteries and a controller and a pump that was placed in my heart. And this was the bridge that was to carry me until I could get a heart. 5 months later, at midnight, we were leaving my sister's home after my brother-in-law's birthday party. The phone rang. "Mr. Transu, we have your heart." I arrived at the hospital. After 12 hours of extensive surgery, Crystal, which was my daughter, she and I joined together to become as one. She was 38 years old, from Birmingham, Alabama. What a precious gift that I was able to receive. A life was lost, but one continues. And I look at it as we both walk together every day. And what a difference an organ donor can make for many lives. The hands that we share together unites us in so many ways. It can help us to be greater than we ever once was. Losing a loved one is the most difficult thing and challenging. Decisions that you may have to make when you have to be willing to share the organ. Organ donation clearly saves lives. I am proof what organ donations can do. I have had an opportunity to talk with my organ donor family. One of the things that they told us is that once you receive your organ and you reach out to the family, you may receive a response back, and you may not. But I was blessed to be able to do so. And if I may, I'd like to share the letter that the mother sent back to me. She says, "Hello. I received your kind and very sweet letter. I wanted to address your letter so many times. I am shaken as I write this. I have been so since my daughter's passed. I can't find the words. I have only 2 girls. Thanks so much for the beautiful letter. It touched my heart in ways you will never know. I hope one day we can meet, that I can hear my daughter's heartbeat. You would have loved my babies. She was so sweet. She passed away in my arms on my birthday. I hope one day we can talk. And I want to rest assured, knowing that she was somebody, somebody that you would enjoy. The pain is so heavy, I must go now.
Thank you, Sherman. Whether you've heard from your donor family or not, I hope what you have heard today is what a blessing, or whether you've heard from your recipients or not, what a blessing you are as a donor family. I'm going to read a reflection now. It's called For Stretching Your Heart, and it's from the book, The Lives We Actually